Hey guys, Cat Angel with Southern Angels Paranormal Investigators. I just wanted to show you the prep time that goes into something before you go to investigate. So I'm just going to give you a little peek, alright? Right here next to my bed are some lights, IR lights, and digital recorders, laser grids, flashlights that I need to put batteries in, checking all speakers, EVP recorders, and all of that. Then I have to go through, that's another IR camera, but this is mostly just my box. But I'm gonna walk out here and I'm gonna show you what we have going on in the living room. Okay, over here, because I want some of the people that are going to be attending and there during the ghost hunt, albeit these are what would now be considered clearly a low-tech night vision camera. These old Sony High 8s have amazing night vision capabilities. So I have two of these. One is a Sony, I think the other, no, they're both Sonys. I had a JVC one that I sold a long time ago, but what I'm doing is I'm clearly charging them up so that some of the people that have never investigated can use those and feel like they're really, getting into the ghost hunt, and they can look through the night vision and see what's going on. But more importantly, over here, and it looks pretty much like a paranormal explosion happened and invaded my living room. Just to show you a little bit, I'm preparing cases. This case here is my High 8 case. Those are the cameras that you saw that I was charging up. That's purely their case. Now, I'll go ahead and move this case out of the way. Then what we have are my CCD video cams that are going to be mounted just like this. These are the big ones. Those are going to be tied in to the DVR system so that I can view, as can the people that are at the ghost hunt. They're going to be able to see everything on the monitor at Command Central so that if some people want to watch those, they can watch. There's going to be two sets of high-powered walkie-talkies. These are all charged up, and that I was doing that last night. And I'm going to give those to some of the people so that if they see something, they can contact me via walkie-talkie. Okay. Then, of course, I have to have my Southern Angels pink ones that will be with one of my team members so that they can get in touch with me. This is a battery bag because we all know that spirits love vamping out your batteries. This is an IR light, which is ready to go. And these are the Polaroid IR lights. I have my thermal camera right here, so we can use thermal, which is a pretty high-tech instrument. Clearly, I have all of my flashlights charged, ready. Temperature, infrared thermometer. Cell phone sensor is a really cool one, especially when you're wanting to check for any electrical in the walls to be sure you're not getting any false readings. That is my camera bag. Ignore that. Then we have, by Digital Dowsing, the Paranormal Puck 2. That is an amazing piece of equipment that can be put in any room and remotely via your phone, and the app that ties into it will feed all of the information to my smartphone. And then I can see what's going on. I can ask questions. by inputting it into the app, and it will then feed that back into the puck too and give answers. You can check the barometric pressure, the humidity, you can check movement, you can do all of this while this puck is in any room, in any placement. Amazing piece of equipment by Bill Chappell of Digital Dowsing. Then I have several meters. I think a lot of you are familiar with the Mel meter. And then we have the this one it's a pretty popular one, and this one actually I like quite a lot as far as EM field tester. Now, and this is a temperature. This is just another temperature, so I need to file that over there with temperature. And then, of course, we have the Trifeld meter that you can check for the magnetic 0 to 100 and then magnetic 0 to 3 range. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Then we have our traditional K2 meter, which I use to check for electrical. I can use this for communication. I can use it for sweeps. And actually, that's going off right now. And I don't actually have anything else turned on. So not really sure what's going on, except for right over here is one of the very haunted dolls in my house. And you guys that know me know that I live in a very active home. So I'm going to turn that off. But this way is a cool way. If you're getting the same readings on this and this and this and this, then pretty much you've got something going on. So I like to use all four so I can rule out false positives. Over here in my digital dowsing case, I have an EM pump, which will help give them energy to show themselves, manifest, communicate, and rather than vamp out my batteries and my camera. And then, of course, I have backups, but nonetheless. When we do EVP, we have the white noise EM that creates white noise. You cannot hear it, but they can. Then we have the digital dowsing heat to light converter. As you can see, that's really cold. And then as you get into maybe like warmer over here, like where my bearded dragons are, watch when I pointed at them. Well, they're not close enough that I can actually get it to turn red. Okay, but as we go, places where it gets warmer, that will change to green. And if we get a really hot area, maybe I can get it on the lights up here, it will turn red. These are cool lights, so that's not actually going to turn red. If you point this at a human being's heart, it will go red immediately. Okay, now what I have done, if you guys are familiar with the Ovilus, okay, this is the Ovilus 5. Sorry guys, I'm filming with one hand and talking. Okay, now this is also digital dowsing Ovilus 5. I'm going to turn it off. All right, and this has some amazing features, and it makes any place that you're going to be trying to log and get information a very enjoyable experience. Okay, you have word mode, then you have true and false mode. This one is the motion. Okay, it detects motion. We'll go back just since I'm giving you a sneak peek. You have phonetic mode that I'm going to plug a speaker into, and this just uses the phonetic. It doesn't actually do words, but it forms words. Pretty cool. This one is the proximity meter. And if something disrupts the field, it'll make a ping, and it will show you where it is. And that is really cool. And I'll go into more of that at the actual hunt. Okay, we did motion. Your log keeps your log. This is, on the Ovilus, is draw mode. And if they disrupt the field, the spirits can actually create and draw things on this. This is a really cool mode. Okay, exit out of there. really, really great tool. I love my Ovilus. But what I have done, one of the other, okay, see my finger is like hot, so it turned red. What I did to create my Ovilus, that there were older models that had this heat to light conversion on it. So I took Velcro and it stays on there. And then as I go around a location, I now have an Ovilus with the HLC right on it. Okay. Underneath here, I have my Radionics wishing machine, which I'm going to bring at the vending table so that people, they can make a wish. Do we know if it works 100%? Nope, but intention is a pretty cool thing. So, we have DVRs. We have all of the cameras that are going to be mounted on these tripods. They're going to be tied into the DVR. Any evidence that we get will be recorded to a disc. Over here, and this is again just to give you guys an idea of how extensive setup is for doing an investigation. I have all of my cords spooled because clearly I do not want to have to deal with tangled cords. Over here, we have all the spools of additional cords, and this is all for equipment. Over here, we have 4 of our mini cameras and IR lights, and that's going to be tied into a very high-tech additional DVR and set in different places within the location. And so there will be 2 basic command centrals with a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm going to do 8 cameras. Now that doesn't even include, as we get over to here, my 2 babies that I love. This is the Sony Handycam with night shot with an additional wide fisheye lens. And then this is my new baby, which I absolutely cannot even begin to tell you how badass. This is the 4K Sony night shot, 16.6 megapixels. It's got the, like when you move the camera, you don't shake because it's got a mechanism in here that it does this. It's kind of like one of those coffee cups that you put on your dashboard and they never spill because they move with your car. Well, that's what that camera lens does. So this one's going to be fixed and getting evidence. And then we have the XCam SLX structured light sensor, also by Digital Dowsing. That is going to be a very integral piece of equipment during this investigation. The investigation, although I'm not going to say where it's at because I don't want to advertise prior to, is a 5,000 square foot location. And I have a bag of, in here, as you can see, tripods. And what do we have over here? I think this might be the DVR, one of the DVRs. And that is what that is. And on this disc has several of my previous ghost hunts. You should always back yourself, give yourself a backup. Whatever you're using is, you always want to have something backed up and somewhere where you can retrieve it later. I have all of my investigations downloaded to a hard drive, an external hard drive from way back when we had only the high 8s. Now this is going to be a cool one for people to use because they're going to be able to, when this is plugged in, what you do is you plug your headphones in and you walk around, and this is like a super microphone. You can hear audible EVPs with this. And I'm going to allow people to use that so they can hear live what that's like. Okay? So, this is days of getting everything together, and I'm still not done. And this is the other box of CCD cams. And I believe there are 4 of them in here. I'll show you what they look like. I think these might be the big ones. All right. Okay, yeah, those are my big ones. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. That's the one that is sitting on this tripod. And they will all be tied into a DVR system, and it's going to be an amazing ghost hunt with a ton of evidence. So, I will be posting clips of the investigation as the night goes along, but we are rocking and rolling, and this is going to be amazing. So, I hope to see you guys on a live stream. If you have not subscribed to my other channel, Cat Angel, please, I will put a link in the description of this video so that you can go and you can subscribe to that channel, which is where we'll be live streaming from, is that channel. But I'll also put links on Facebook, and may even put an additional PDA up, which is by Paranologies, and live stream from that. Now, as far as spirit boxes go and EVP recorders, we'll be bringing the Panasonic DR60, and of course, my absolutely favorite, cannot stress enough, spirit box, which is the Poltercom. That's coming with as well. And this will be at my vending table, and this is the hands down best spirit box made. I mean, I barely even use my other spirit boxes anymore. So that is it, and I'm going to upload this, and then I got to get back to work. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.